definitely a hazard to everybody's
Yeah.
health.
And when you have uneven grass or terrain,
Yeah.
you got to be really careful that because it's a great way to turn your ankle
Yeah.
if you're not careful too.
Yeah. So I guess today's tip is just try to be safe around your own home.
Yeah, and look around and see. And if you have had, and sometimes you can catch yourself, but
Yep.
one of these days you may not be able to.
And a lot of times when they go to catch themselves, that's when they break that arm.
And the worst thing would be is if somebody that came over to your house, whether it's a mailman, mailwoman, package delivery person, if they fall, guess what?
Yeah.
You're going to be responsible for them.
Yeah. So I guess, like I say, the tip today is to try to be as safe as possible. Try to make your home as safe as possible inside the home and outside the home. And if you have driveways, like I said, California driveways are great. But for me, I would rather have just a complete driveway, no grass in between it. I can just walk straight across it, get in the car. So that's just my 2 cents.
What do you got on tap today?
Today I've got to go water plants here in about 25 minutes. So this way I can get that out the way because the temperature is going to be kind of warm today. And
Yeah.
I watered late yesterday afternoon, say about 3 o'clock, right before I got off from work. But the temperature is going to be a little higher today, so I've got to go up and got to water Constitution Square, and I got to water the McDowell house. I get wet on a regular basis, and it feels good.
Yeah, it does. That'll cool you down.
Yeah, so it's not going to be a difficult today. Just mostly watering and then go back home and do a few things there and try to enjoy the day.
Saturday morning after 8 o'clock news right here on WHBN. Gardening with James. What will be the topic and subject that some things you'll be talking about?
Just preparing for the heat, as we've been talking for the last couple of weeks about, the heat, what to do, what not to do, and like say safety factors around the home, because next month is probably the month that most new gardeners will bail because 92, 95 degrees, so I'm going to try to give a few tips on maybe how they could do that, with the heat, and take it easy on themselves. So, yeah, just a few extras that I think I can come up with.
I don't see how these guys in the heat of the summer get up on the roofs and shingles because heat is greater up there, on the roof.
Yeah, but they, because daylight is like 6:15, that's usually when they get on the roof. And by 1, 2 o'clock, they try to be as much done as possible because, and then, if nothing else, they do all they can up until about 12, and then they come back in the afternoon and try to finish it, or the very next morning. That's the only way that you can beat that because after midday, it's way too hot.
And it's hot for news right now. It's 8:30.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The University of Kentucky baseball team got a send-off Wednesday as the team heads to Omaha for the College World Series. WKYT reporter Alyssa Williams was at Kentucky Proud Park on the campus of UK.
Yeah, guys, you can actually feel the excitement in the air right now as fans gather to watch the team load up the bus behind me here. Like you mentioned, this is the first time UK has ever been to the College World Series. So fans are out here wishing the team good luck and just being out here showing them how proud they are over this historic milestone. UK athletics is already on the map, but it feels like more often than not that focus is on basketball. But today, fans have said to me it's exciting to have UK baseball climbing up on that pedestal now. Now, we know that the team will play in Omaha on Saturday at 2 p.m.
The Wildcats will battle NC State in their first ever College World Series game. Kentucky has won 5 straight games since the playoffs began in Lexington. The community deserves to know what happened to baby Maya. That's the words of officials in Ohio County as search crews scour over the area looking for the missing 8-month-old. Kentucky State Police added cadaver dogs to the effort this week. The baby has been missing for several weeks. Her parents and grandparents are being held by police in connection to the baby's disappearance. The KSP also says they have no evidence that the baby is dead, but no information that she's alive either. The principal of Bryan Station High School in Fayette County has been named the 2024 Kentucky Principal of the Year. Year. Eric Hale has been recognized for his leadership and dedication to education. Graduation rates have improved substantially, as has post-secondary readiness under his direction. Hale represents the Commonwealth in the competition for the 2024 National Principal of the Year. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. If you live on Kentucky 52, be aware of an upcoming road and safety project. Before that project can begin, a process called Section 106 review must be done. Section 106 review is a process to ensure that federal-funded projects don't negatively impact historic resources or historic assets. The Boyle County Fiscal Court says that if someone from HMB Engineers approaches you asking to dig as a part of this, beware that is a legitimate request. They are digging and surveying for archaeological artifacts. Section 106 must be completed before road improvements can commence. 4 years after a Madison County student died in a drowning incident in Harrington Lake, his family is keeping his legacy alive. 17-year-old Emmanuel Manny Pruitt helped mentor kids through the Home of Opportunities and Dreams program, and in his memory, his mom has started a nonprofit called Swim Smart, aimed on educating people on water safety. Through the efforts of that organization, they've built their first life jacket station at Lake Reba, and now they have enough money to build even more. Their goal is to build one in Harrington Lake as well. The CDC says that Kentucky does have higher than average drowning death rates compared to the national average. The Swim Smart group is now looking for volunteers or any groups that could help them physically build these life jacket donor stations. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
It's that time of season, it's that time of year. The Boyle County Fair is here.
At their new location in Danville behind the fire station on the bypass, Smoky Way. It's the Whitaker Bank Boyle County Fair. There's plenty of fun tonight. Come out for the Carnival Midway, food and rides. Tonight's big events include the TNT Truck and Tractor Pool at 7, Championship Wrestling at 7, Magic Show, Petting Zoo, helicopter rides, Kids Fun Pedal Pool. Gates open at 6. Admission is $15. Includes carnival rides. The Young and Reckless Demo Derby is tomorrow and Saturday. Get more info at BoyleFair.com. See you at the new location on the south side of Danville behind the Bypass Fire Station on Smoky Way. Bring the family out to the Whitaker Bank Boyle County Fair tonight through Saturday.
It's that time of season, it's that time of year. The Boyle County Fair is here.
Here are the obituaries. Charles Chuck Jeanette Jr., age 61 of Harrodsburg, died Sunday. He was the husband of Betty Sue Ellis Jeanette. Visitation is this Friday from 5 until 8, with a funeral service this Saturday at 11:30 at Ransdell Funeral Chapel. And those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and the 9.5 FM WHBN.
Imagine if you had 100 years to dedicate yourself to fun and wonder. That's exactly what Kentucky State Parks is celebrating this year. 100 years of unmatched scenery and history, with guided hikes and acclaimed golf, plus all kinds of cozy lodging and accommodations. Dedicate your weekends to creating memories that last a lifetime at parks.ky.gov.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our mini branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey Harrodsburg, celebrate 250 years of history, heritage, and community spirit. This June, join in for a spectacular anniversary events featuring historical reenactments, live music, fascinating tours, and so much more. Dive into the past with the Fort Harrods Settlement, hand raid, sip tea with historical character, and concerts. Don't miss out on this monumental birthday bash. Mark your calendars for June 1st to the 16th. Get all event info at harrodsburg250th.com.
Hi folks, Mike Gay here. At Essity, we know that hygiene and health is the essence of well-being for every person at every stage of life. Essity is proud to be part of the Harrodsburg and Danville communities, providing good-paying jobs to our employees who make hand towels and tissue paper for people of all ages. If you'd like to join us, check out our website at essity.com. That's essity.com. essity.com.
You will swoon in June for these great eats and treats at DQ. Get a twin pack of sausage biscuits for just $2.99. Make it a combo for only $5.49. Don't be in a fog. Get a chili dog for just $2.49. This will make the kids squeal. Kids' meals are only $3.99. The new French toast sticks will turn the trick and are available all day long. The June blizzard of the month is the ultimate cookie. If you get this, you won't be a rookie. Start your day off with a breakfast ultimate platter, breakfast bowl, or classic breakfast burrito. One sure to cause a clatter. At your Harrodsburg DQ, where happy tastes good.
We sell satisfaction when it's time to buy, sell, or liquidate an estate. Call R.M. McGinnis. Very best service is what you'll get. To make the right choice, just log on to rmmcginnis.com. We sell satisfaction. R.M. McGinnis, real estate and auction profession.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg, 40 North College Street, next to High Point.
Chance of shower. Mostly sunny, high of 88. Mostly clear tomorrow night, low of 63. Sunny on Saturday, high of 85. Right now, under sunny skies, we have 66 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:38.5. Now, James, do you ever feel the need for speed?
I guess so, sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someday soon, that need may have to go unmet. Now, starting next month, new cars in Europe will be required to come with tech that alerts you if you're speeding. You'll be able to turn the feature off, though. Some people want it added to the new cars here, too. So an insurance group did a new poll on it, and it's surprisingly a popular idea. Almost 60% of Americans think it would be okay if a feature like that came on at the beginning of every trip to make the road safer and you help to avoid a ticket. It jumps to 70% if it would mean your car insurance would cost less. Now, here's another idea. What if you sped up, your gas pedal got harder and harder to push down? 51% think that would be okay too. The least popular option was adding a limiter to prevent your engine from letting you speed at all. But still, 48% of Americans think that's a decent idea. Some said it would let you speed up a little bit on highways, but just not in places like school zones or spots where there's a ton of foot traffic. I think those are called governors or something that they put on there.
To slow things down.
Yeah, and I think they've used those in NASCAR too.
Oh, yeah.
To kind of limit the speed to try to make it fairer for everybody to, keep everybody at a more even keel speed.
Right.
It's supposed to be for more exciting action.
Because when I was in Europe, because I was in Kaiserslautern, Germany for
bless you, I thought you sneezed.
Like 3 years,
yeah.
And and when you get on the Autobahn, I mean, if you're doing 65 or 70, you have to stay in the right lane, because if you get over into the left lane, that's for people who are doing over 70 to 90 miles an hour.
Is that the speed limit?
Well, it's an open speed limit.
There's no speed limit.
Well, common sense says if they're doing 95 in this lane, you need to be over here in the slower lane,
right?
Which is about 70.
You're only going 70.
Yeah, you're only going 70, and they would kind of give you a warning. Say if you're in the left lane where there are speeders, they will flash their lights to let you know they're coming through. You just move over.
Wow.
And you'd be lucky to read their license plates when they go past you. That was so cool.
I wonder how the wrecks are there with unlimited speed, because people are going to push it, James.
Well, when they have wrecks, they have some serious wrecks.
Well, yeah, that kind of speed, you don't have time to, and you got people that aren't trained drivers to know what to happen in a skid or whatever.
People from the United States who don't know how to drive European style. Yeah.
Do they drive on the other side of the road, or is it the same side we do? You drive on the right side? I know England, you drive on the left side of the road.
Right. France, you drive on the left side. Europe, it's pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, I guess it's on the right side.
Okay.
But but you just have to kind of follow traffic, go with the flow. If you're going and the speed is up, you just have to kind of follow them. And me, I'd always tried to stay in the 70-mile-an-hour lane or slower and just let them have that other side because I wasn't going to try to keep up.
You said that you were in Germany 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
So you went through, what were winters like there in Germany?
Not as cold as it is here.
You get a lot of snow or?
Well, we didn't in Kaiserslautern. If we wanted to see a lot of snow, we would go up north somewhere. But there in Kaiserslautern, it was, like I said, it wasn't bad. But like I said, because now we get frigid cold at times here. It just got cold over there. We still had to, put long johns on and hat and all that stuff. But it wasn't terrible.
Have you ever had the urge to kind of want to go back and kind of revisit where you were stationed?
Well, I wanted to go back to live because, Kaiserslautern is a really nice place, a very diverse place. They have a lot of great things going on, and I was almost tempted to go back to live because I had learned to speak the language pretty good.
Yeah.
And I figured if I lived there long enough, maybe like a year or two, I could probably
master it. Yeah.
Master it. So, yeah.
So you haven't ever been back?
Haven't been back.
Did you ever have the urge just to kind of go back? And I know nothing's going to obviously be the same. Stuff's going to, there was a field there or something.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be buildings or.
Yeah, I would love to go back and visit Europe.
Just kind of see where you were and
yeah,
see how things have changed.
Yeah, because, and I'm sure, like you said, things have changed.
Oh,
like I said, but yeah, it was, I enjoyed because I guess I got there when I was 18. Well, no, I was 19 when I got there. It was totally different than Kentucky, totally different than California, but it was just a matter of learning the language, figuring out how to get around, because sometimes the train was the fastest way to get anywhere. Because if you're at the train station and they say the train is going to be leaving at 11:07, you had best get on the train because at 11:05
it takes off.
They're rolling down the track, and many times I've had to run and hop on. So yeah, I love that.
This above ground railroad?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
not down underneath the.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the taxis, oh man, because when we was like say young, and we'd go out and we'd party, and like say at 7, we got to be back at the base at say 6:45, and we look up. Now we got to take a taxi, right? You said, look, I need to be there in 20 minutes. Here's an extra 20. He would get us there in 20 minutes, because they, their taxis were Mercedes-Benz, and they held the road really good. And we reach up in front, run inside, run upstairs, change clothes, get down there in formation. Yeah, had to do that a couple of times.
James, the party gardener.
That was fun.
Well, this is fun, too.
Hello, everybody. This is David Hopewell with State Farm Insurance. Welcome to Random Facts with Radio Rick.
You got some random facts for us, sir?
I do. Oranges are a result of breeding between pomelo and a mandarin. Okay, I don't know what a pomelo is, though. Who's ever president of France becomes the co-prince of the country Andorra because of a strange treaty. That makes the French president the only monarch in the world that's elected, even though they're not elected for Andorra. I don't know nothing about that either.
No, me neither, too.
The term Dog Days of Summer didn't start because of dogs laying around in the heat. It was a reference to the star Sirius, which is called the dog star, and its position in the sky. Michael Crichton is the only person who had a book, TV show, and movie all at the top of the charts at the same time. It happened in 1994. Disclosure was the #1 New York Times bestseller. ER was the #1 in TV ratings, and Jurassic Park was the #1 movie at the box office. The first ebook was the Declaration of Independence. A student at the University of Illinois digitized it to distribute around the world in 1971.
Interesting stuff.
Gotta go.
There he goes. He's leaving again. And we're not going to leave but just a few minutes because when we get done with this break, we're going to be talking to Jess.
This is Cindy at Sweets by Cindy in Junction City. We have everything from custom cake orders to cookies, fudge that we make here all the time, and we have cupcakes that you can just walk in and buy. They start at $1.50 each or $18 a dozen, but we can mix and match anything that you want to, and we can take care of about any sweet treat that you need. If we don't have it, we can sure come up with it. Visit us on our website, sweetsbycindy.com. Our hours are Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 1. Come on over to Junction City with us on West Shelby Street and get your sweet on.
Okay, friends, so you want to visit an amusement park this summer, but you really don't want to drive across the state, spend a fortune on gas and a hotel stay just to wait in long ride lines. Beach Bend Park and Splash Lagoon Water Park has you covered. Tons of rides and the best water park around. Splash Lagoon, featuring a wave pool, lazy river, and a water playground. So don't waste your time and money on a long trip to another park when you can have it all for less.
Beach Bend Park.
Summertime, summertime.
We're all ready for some summertime fun and at a big deals price. Go to Beach Bend Park and Splash Lagoon Water Park with admission tickets just $25 at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net. They're determined and dedicated to providing safe, clean fun for all guests this summer. Beach Bend has rides for everyone in the family, including the nationally recognized Kentucky Rumbler wooden roller coaster. There's the whole family ride, the Wet Adventure down the Whitewater Express. And there's plenty of fun at Splash Lagoon Water Park. A day of summer fun, plus included with your admission ticket, you get free parking, free sunscreen, free tubes, all at Beach Bend Park in Bowling Green. Just a 2-hour drive away, so get ready to pack up and go to Beach Bend Park with admission tickets just $25 for a full day of fun in the sun. Go to hometownlive.net and click on Big Deals.
So shop now.
Shop now, buy now. Also save $5 on Pioneer Playhouse tickets.
If you want great service without the fees, ask about Monticello Bank's free checking. It gives you unlimited check writing, access to convenient services like online banking and a debit card, unlimited withdrawals at our ATM, and your first 20 checks are free. This is Amber, and I invite you to stop by to find out how you can make the switch to free checking today. Monticello Bank, where people matter, member FDIC.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries.
Say what?
A steak and shake burger and fries.
Say where?
Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Say who?
Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake, burger, and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great at Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Travis Pike, head mechanic for Coulter's DNC Engine Repair, is open at Pike's Mower Repair in Danville, same location. Travis offers the same great service and prices that won't knock the wind out of your wallet. Pike's Mower Repair is in Danville, Old Stanford Road. Find all the info on Facebook at Pike's Mower Repair.
This is Parable's own Alyssa Ray. I got my start on American Idol. You can get your start weekday mornings 6 till 10 with Radio Rick on 99.5 WHBN The Rooster.
All right, it is 8:50 and a half. You got it on WHBN AM and FM. Hopefully I dialed the right number.
Your call has been forwarded to Hello?
Well, this call has been forwarded to a real live person. Is this Jess?
Hey, isn't that neat with technology that you can do that? You can answer voicemail?
Boy, yes. You just absolutely, you clicked it up. Hey, missed you last week. We had, was busy. Something was going on. I don't remember what exactly, but something was happening.
Yeah, those girls were playing ball at
That's
the state
right.
tournament.
Yeah. They were up there in the state tournament.
Yes. Exciting time.
Yeah, it was. It was
good opportunity for them.
That's right. You know what? I was talking to my boss about, and I wish I'd thought of it sooner. I wish the girls could have marched in a parade, softball.
I know.
team.
Actually, I thought about that too. I was thinking that would have been so neat for them to do that. I think scheduling wise, I'm sure not knowing with what the tournament looked like and playing, I'm sure they didn't know what schedule would look like. So hard to get in there, but so it would have been so neat to honor them.
How'd you like the parade? Now, I saw you, but
did you see me?
I saw you, but the time I got done, I was talking with a couple people. I came looking for you, and you had disappeared.
Yes, yes. So, yeah, we got to participate. It was so fun, a neat experience. Here was what was neat, Rick, was to see all the people that came out. It wasn't just the people in it. I mean, we had overwhelming amount of people that participated, and a lot of neat floats and neat participants and exciting. But when I rounded, next to like the Harrisburg Herald, to head back up towards Main Street, and you're standing at the bottom of Main Street, and we were about 3/4 of the way back. Physical court was, and you look up Main Street, and you see the parade in front of you, and you see all the faces. When you're looking up that hill, and you see the crowd, and you see the people waving, and you see the people cheering. That was what was the neatest part of the parade for me. So I thought that was so cool to see, people there to celebrate 250 years and just the pride in the community. So that was what was really cool. I told Susan Barrington, one of my magistrates, I said, get your phone out and take a picture of this, because it was the perfect view from the bottom looking up at the crowd. So
it was a good parade, and I'm glad that we had such a good turnout. There's people, kind of surrounding the streets, the whole parade route.
Sure. Yeah, when we pulled out, or I say pull loosely, I was walking, so got my steps in.
Yeah.
But when we made it out to the road from the parking lot, from Broadway on, packed. I mean, Broadway immediately out of the parking lot was packed. So it was a great time, fun for all. I think people in the parade enjoyed it just as much as the people standing on the street. So very, very neat.
And again, if you're just tuning in, I'm talking to Jess, and I've been teasing it all morning. And Jess, it's Judge Executive Sarah Steele. That's where Jess comes from. So and then big celebration tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday too, to celebrate the 250th of Harrodsburg.
Yes, lots of fun begins, and there's been some things going on all week. I'm excited this afternoon. I actually, you probably hear a lot of stuff in the background. I've tried to step outside. I'm actually over here in Lexington yesterday and today. Myself and all of my magistrates are over here doing our summer training at conference, and so there's a lot of noise in the background. But this afternoon, I'm going to try to make it back. At 3 o'clock, there's the Historical Society's doing games, like
kids games,
historical games. Yes, for kids. So I'm going to try to grab my kids and get out there and go ahead and get started with the rest of these festivities that are going on. I know they're doing some of the ghost tours, and there's just so much tea with characters. My schedule is packed with all the things that are coming up. So, and then, of course, the live music starts tonight, and what a show it's going to be tonight. So I have a feeling our streets are going to start filling up early as vendors start early. So
that is correct. We've got we've got Hunter Flynn actually starting on Main Street at 6, followed by Drew Baldridge at 7, and then at 8:30, the man, Dylan Carmichael. And we're going to have him on, talking to him at 9:30 this morning, talking about what it's like to come back and be a part of the 250th,
Yes, to come home. So that's exciting. So, we'll have a lot of hometown people there, super excited to see him. But, he's going to bring in a lot of people from outside our area, which is great, to allow people to come here and experience our community. So tonight will be an exciting night.
And this will be a great opportunity to get up and close to a lot of these musicians where you might not be able to do that, in a big venue. They kind of keep you, security keeps you back away from them.
Sure. So it'll be very nice. I don't know if you've seen downtown shut off, and they've got the route, everything closed off, and things were setting up yesterday, and so it's definitely going to be a good time for sure.
And the raids on the Old Fort, Anna White book signing today. Again, tea.
And so many people were there Tuesday night for the documentary, and it's going to show again. I'm excited. The trial of Bridges is, it's actually at Fiscal Court for the first time. The first viewing of it is at the Fiscal Courtroom Friday night. It's at 7 o'clock. So they're going to put him on trial for the murder. So that's of James Harrod. So that's really cool. going to get to see that. Maybe they'll finally settle that, the disappearance of James Herod. So
I'd say that he'll probably get off on good behavior.
he might get out. Yeah. Think I should load him up and take him to our jail? Or
Yeah, I think you better make sure
have
he's
my
locked
jailer
up.
there. I mean,
Yeah, you better make sure he's locked up.
Oh.
Can't have him run around and murdering more people.
Yeah. So I hear it's a jury trial. So there's going to be like 12 jurors.
Oh.
So it's going to be exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance to come out, I'm excited about that Friday night.
Any upcoming meetings we didn't know about?
Yeah, so actually next week we have a joint jail meeting next Friday. Let's see. Of course, we've got the Juneteenth also. We don't want to forget about that. That's going on this weekend. So make sure you visit that as well. I mean, people cannot say they're bored this weekend for sure. We say that often, but they cannot say that this weekend. So we've got that going on. My fiscal court meeting for the end of June has actually changed. It's not on the 25th. It's moved to the 24th. So I just want to let people know that. We're closing out our fiscal year. It's crazy to say that, but we're getting ready to get into fiscal year 25. We just finalized all of our budget and rolling that forward. So that's kind of the biggest thing that we have going on moving forward is, our next joint jail and fiscal court meeting. So if anybody wants to tune into that, I know sometimes it's hard during the day for people to follow that, but we always post those videos on Facebook and they're on there for 30 days if people want to catch up and kind of follow along and see what's going on in our county government.
Very good. Well, let's invite everybody to come out and celebrate the 250th birthday of Harrodsburg. Again, there's so much to do, so much to see. Just all over Shaker Village is going to have some stuff, and I'll have Billy Rankin on after 9 o'clock news this morning. We'll be talking about festivities over there, too.
Yeah, so exciting. I hope to see everyone out and about and enjoying and celebrating 250 years. So
very good. We will talk to you next Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll see you this weekend.
All
Have
right.
a great weekend.
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's Jess, Judge Executive Sarah Steele. Now, this is Runaway June. Just a snippet. Take us up top of the hour.
Well, since we've been done, I've been trying to unfall apart.
They're playing tomorrow night.
And I've been thinking that some neon lights would be a real good start. Well, I called a couple friends, but they all say they're staying in, so I guess I'm going out on my own. I might be heartbroken, but that don't mean I gotta stay home. I can buy my own drinks, I can pay my own tab, and at the end of the night, when they cut on all the lights, I can call my own cab. I can drop my own change in the jukebox, I can dance all by myself, so I can stop thinking about drinking about him. I don't need nobody else.
Runaway June, tomorrow night, 9:30 on Main Street. You're getting it on WHBN Harrodsburg. It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The American Civil Liberties Union is suing the Biden administration over new asylum processing rules. Mark Mayfield with the story.
Last week, President Biden took executive action to temporarily limit the number of people who can seek asylum per day. Now, the ACLU is filing a lawsuit on behalf of two immigration advocacy groups. In their complaint, attorneys argued Biden's new asylum laws violate a congressional statute that allows migrants to apply for asylum whether or not they enter at a port of entry. The lawsuit also says Congress has never permitted the executive branch to categorically ban asylum based on where they enter the U.S. I'm Mark Mayfield.
The weather is disrupting plans to tear down the scene of a deadly Florida school shooting. Tammy Trujillo reports.
The 1200 building at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland was supposed to be demolished today, but that's been put on hold now after Governor Ron DeSantis declared a state of emergency for parts of Florida as rain continues to pummel the state. 17 people were killed in a mass shooting in the building 6 years ago, and it's been closed ever since. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
Elon Musk says Tesla shareholders are approving his $56 billion pay package. The CEO made the claim on social media late Wednesday and added, "Thanks for your support." Tony Waterman with more.
Musk hasn't received a single paycheck from Tesla in 6 years. Instead, in 2018, he struck a deal for favorable stock options if he met certain targets, like growing the company more than tenfold, which he did.
The results of the shareholders' vote won't be officially announced until this afternoon during a meeting at Tesla's headquarters in Texas. Shareholders are allowed to change their vote right up to the start of the meeting. If it's approved, Musk will still have to convince a Delaware court that had previously ruled against it. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Well, hey there, it's Dwight Whitten with News Radio 840. Summertime is finally here. Whether you ride, pedal, walk, drive, Kentuckians are reminded to follow the rules of the road as traffic increases across the state of Kentucky. Buckle up, put the phone down, obey the speed limit, and always travel sober. If you ride a bike or a motorcycle, wear that helmet. If you're walking, stay visible. Let's work together for the safety of everyone using our roadways. Be safe, Kentucky. Brought to you by Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
I'm Trooper Josh Satterley with the Kentucky State Police.
And I'm Trooper Kendon Young of the Kentucky State Police. When working traffic across Kentucky, responding to crashes involving deaths or injuries is the toughest part of our job.
When you drive, there is so much out of your control.
But what you do have control over is wearing a seatbelt.
Less than 2 seconds. That's all the time it takes to buckle up.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? It's not about writing tickets. It's about saving lives.
Always buckle up.
A message from Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
South Carolina Senator Tim Scott may be falling out of favor with former President Donald Trump. Brian Shook with more.
The New York Post reports Scott is slipping in the race to be Trump's running mate and is extremely unlikely to be chosen for the role, according to one insider. Scott is among several candidates reportedly being vetted by the Trump campaign, including Senators Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance, as well as Representatives Byron Donalds and Elise Stefanik. Trump says he plans to announce his running mate at the Republican convention next month.
The NYPD is investigating 2 acts of vandalism at both the German consulate building in Midtown and at the homes of leaders of the Brooklyn Museum. New York Senator Chuck Schumer mentioned it in Washington yesterday.
This is the face of hatred, Jewish Americans made to feel unsafe in their own home.
On Wednesday morning, red paint could be seen on the German consulate building on the east side of Manhattan. There was also red paint and graffiti at the home of the Brooklyn Museum's director and some of its Jewish board members. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg will testify before Congress the day after Donald Trump's sentencing in his hush money case. Liz Warner with more.
Bragg will appear before the GOP-led House Judiciary Committee on July 12th, along with one of the top prosecutors in the case, Matthew Colangelo. Republicans claim Bragg carried out an unprecedented abuse of prosecutorial authority, and they say the case was politically motivated. Trump was convicted of falsifying business records to cover up payments made to adult film actress Stormy Daniels.
Fort Worth, Texas police say a woman drove off in a mortuary van, and she wasn't alone. The 35-year-old allegedly got into the van this week and drove it out of the mortuary parking lot, but there was a corpse in the back. Police say they soon located the van. The woman was arrested. The van was returned, as was the expired passenger. Charges are pending. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. If you live on Kentucky 52, be aware of an upcoming road and safety project. Before that project can begin, a process called Section 106 review must be done. Section 106 review is a process to ensure that federal-funded projects don't negatively impact historic resources or historic assets. The Boyle County Fiscal Court says that if someone from HMB Engineers approaches you asking to dig as a part of this, beware that is a legitimate request. They are digging and surveying for archaeological artifacts. Section 106 must be completed before road improvements can commence. 4 years after a Madison County student died in a drowning incident in Harrington Lake, his family is keeping his legacy alive. 17-year-old Emmanuel Manny Pruitt helped mentor kids through the Home of Opportunities and Dreams program, and in his memory, his mom has started a nonprofit called Swim Smart, aimed on educating people on water safety. Through the efforts of that organization, they've built their first life jacket station at Lake Reba, and now they have enough money to build even more. Their goal is to build one in Harrington Lake as well. The CDC says that Kentucky does have higher than average drowning death rates compared to the national average. The Swim Smart group is now looking for volunteers or any groups that can help them physically build these life jacket donor stations. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
If you're looking for a better dental experience, Dr. Jennifer Nichols' goal is always to provide each and every patient with the very best dental care in the most genuine and caring manner possible. Their office is a friendly atmosphere that will immediately put your family at ease. Their professional staff will help you feel welcome and comfortable every time you enter their office as they strive to provide the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle and efficient way. For an appointment, visit Dr. Jennifer Nichols. She's on North College Street. Call 734-5111. See how different a dental experience can be with Dr. Jennifer Nichols.
Hi folks, Mike Gay here. At Essity, we know that hygiene and health is the essence of well-being for every person at every stage of life. Essity is proud to be part of the Harrodsburg and Danville communities, providing good-paying jobs to our employees who make hand towels and tissue paper for people of all ages. If you'd like to join us, check out our website at essity.com. That's essity.com. essity.com.
You need a stopper at the new Papa's Quick Stop for some knickknacks, gas and snacks, breakfast, lunch, and fried chicken with a bone. Papa's Quick Stop has a loyalty program, fast way to earn on every purchase you make. A swipe of your card is all it takes. Come see what they've done to the new place at Papa's. Come try their great breakfast, lunch specials, and save on all your gas, snacks, beer, and much, much more. Hey, Papa, can you stop at the Quick Stop in Danville, across from the fairgrounds? Now offering the full Candleberry collection. Candleberry at Papa.
This WHBN weather brought to you by the new Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg, providing the largest selection of playhouses, cabins, sheds, workshops, and more. Financing available, Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg.
And this weather forecast has been approved by Billy Rankin. Sunny today with a high of 86. Mostly clear tonight with a low of 65. Chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 tomorrow. Mostly sunny, high of 88. Mostly clear tomorrow night, low of 63. Sunny Saturday, high of 85. Sunday, Father's Day, sunny, high of 91. Monday, got a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2. Mostly sunny, high of 93. Chance of showers and thunderstorms Tuesday, mostly sunny, high of 91. Wednesday, Juneteenth, mostly sunny, high of 93. Right now, under sunny skies, we have 68 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:09. Good Thursday morning to you. It's the 13th day of June. Radio Rick, glad to have you along on WHBN AM and FM, HometownLive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Billy Rankin, I've got some birthdays. You may know a couple of these people.
I hope so.
Lynn Reed Sloan, Johnny Sloan's bride.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Melissa Doss, David Taylor, Donna Horn, William Asher, and Terry James, all celebrating birthdays.
That's an amazing list. Can I add one to it?
Sure. Who you got?
Billy Rankin today.
What? Billy Rankin?
I've just been waiting to actually call you in on my birthday, and this is the day I get to do it.
This is Billy Rankin's birthday. Well, this is for you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, thank you. That's enough.
Well, now I just need to go home. The day can't get any better than that, Rick.
Well, I don't know if it's better or worse, Billy. You may have to, after that rendition, you may have to go lay down.
That's right.
Well, happy birthday, Billy. Thank you for sharing it with us.
What a beautiful day for it. And then we've got another great birthday coming up this weekend, the birthday of Harrodsburg.
Yes. And you got some activities going on at Shaker Village, too.
We're doing our part to make sure there's plenty happening in the community this weekend. Our big event coming up on Saturday is the Vintage Dad's Day. This is an annual tradition now for us here at Shaker Village. We have an 1869 ball game between the Cincinnati Red Stockings and the Bluegrass Barons. We've been doing this, I guess, now about 5 or 6 years at least. We've had The teams come out and play by 1869 rules out here on the lawn at Shaker Village. That's going to start a little bit after 12 o'clock on Saturday. Come out with your lawn chairs, pop those up. We're going to have plenty of food trucks, the Shaker Village Bar, all the concessions. Grab some Cracker Jacks and enjoy an old-timey baseball game. And while you're here, we're going to have a vintage car show, vintage tractors, vintage tools. We have axe throwing. New this year, we're partnering with Jake's Cigar Bar and Wilderness Trail Distillery. We're going to have an outdoor bourbon and cigar lounge. If you'd like to come and enjoy that. Typically, it's non-smoking at Shaker Village, but we're making an exception in our little cigar lounge over here out behind the right field lawn for the ball game. Hay wagons will be running, tours will be running, and lots of other fun things here at the Village. So it's going to be a great day. It runs from 12 to 4, and then live music starts on the lawn next to Trustees. We're kicking off music on the lawn earlier this Saturday, so you can go out there and enjoy the bar and the music outside of Trustees starting at 4 o'clock.
Wow. Now these baseball players, they don't have gloves, do they?
No gloves. I tell you, I like to play a little game and count how many times a line drive is hit where I see one of the players start to stick their hand up to catch it and then yank it back real fast.
Yeah. Those are the smart ones, Billy.
Yeah, that's right. You've got to be pretty hardy. And the first baseman, every time I see who's playing first base, I know they've got the solid hands over there.
Yeah, you got to have big hands to absorb that. Now it's baseball or softball they play? It's baseball.
Well, they pitch underhand, but it is baseball.
Okay.
They play by the rules that were being played in 1869. So they're wearing wool baseball uniforms. They do a wonderful job of getting up before the game, representatives from the team, and explaining some of the differences that there were in the rules in 1869 so everyone can follow along a little bit better. And then the game lasts about 2.5 to 3 hours.
Wow, that long.
It is, yeah. And lots of great seats available. Some seats in the shade. If you'd like to bring an umbrella or a small tent, you certainly can, and set those up kind of all around the boundaries of where the field will be in the West Family area here at the Village.
And they've got those cloth chairs, Billy, that I think I've still got mine, that it's got a top on it that you can pull up or you can push back if it's not sunny, and it'll kind of block you from the sun. Those are very nice.
You know, years and years of going to sporting events and my son's soccer games, I get a lot of chair envy. I see some of these come. They've got rockers. They've got canopies over them. I just have my little folding chair. I look a little too simple sometimes out there, I guess.
Well, you know, we've come a long way in chairs that used to, be bleachers, number one, those hot metal bleachers sitting in. Then we went to like plastic chair, or no, not plastic. We went to the those chairs that had the I can't forget what you call those. They had the
kind of the webbing.
Webbing. They had the webbing chairs, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, if you wore shorts, remember how they used to stick to your leg? The webbing did.
And you had the exposed aluminum around the edges of
aluminum,
that would burn your thigh when you sat down.
Got very hot. Then we graduated to plastic chairs, which weren't much better because those things just retained heat and weren't the most comfortable in the world. And you know what I keep in my trunk, Billy? I have one of the cloth chairs that fold up. I always have one in my trunk of my car. So that way, no matter where I'm at, if I'm visiting somebody, I've always got a chair I can sit down and visit with people with.
I do the same thing. It's a must-have in the car now, and I can't fold up a shaker chair, so it's the next best thing I can take around with me.
And again, it's I guess they weren't developed to be sat in for long periods of time. People sit down and get up and enjoy, but they've even got these new ones too that you can put your drink. They'll hold your drink in a lot of these new fold-up chairs. So it's very convenient.
They are. They're handy. And, we have a lot of uses for those here at Shaker Village, not only for the Vintage Dad's Day, but if you come out to the music on the lawn, you can bring your own chair out there. You can order off the lawn menu, grab a drink from the bar outside and listen to music and bring your cozy chair. And we actually have a new event, Rick, that's coming up a little later this summer, and you're going to need your chair for it too. We have Riverboat Theater.
Riverboat
Theater happening Riverboat Theater, the last weekend in July and the first weekend in August, we have the retired Dixie Belle Riverboat.
Right.
That we mounted down there, permanently dry docked at Shaker Landing, built a deck around it, fixed it up so nicely. It's going to be the stage for a play called River Adventures, based around the stories of Tom and Huck, Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn.
Oh.
There's going to be a bluegrass band, 30 minutes of bluegrass music, 45-minute first act, bluegrass music during intermission, and a 45-minute second act. We're going to have concessions and pulled pork sandwiches and Shaker Village Bar all being served from the timber frame stable down at the landing. We've got 140 tickets on sale because space is limited down at Shaker Landing for each of these 4 showings, and it's for sale online already at shakervillageky.org.
Wow. You know, you talk about memories. Every year for years, we used to take our clients out on the boat there and go down about an hour to run and come back. And it was so peaceful and nice going down that area. I've got to come and check that out and see what that looks like now.
It's really a unique venue. These would be evening showings so that as the weather's kind of cooling off, you'll be down there. And before you leave, the stars will be out over your head. You've got the river running. You've got a beautiful waterfall just down the path off behind there. It's a very unique place. And a lot of times people were coming and going so quickly from Shaker Landing because you had to get back up that road before the next batch of people were coming down, that you didn't really get a lot of chance to explore that space itself, which was very important to the Shakers and had more than a dozen buildings at one time built down there. So this is a good opportunity to spend a little time down by the river and to enjoy a unique experience with this play being performed and the live music.
Yeah, a lot of memories of going down that trail in a car, like you said, playing not a game of chicken, but, okay, who's going to move over first? And whoever had the biggest space to the side to let another car go by. And you just keep going on this little trail down, and all of a sudden, boom, it just opens up to just a beautiful setting down there of just being wide open and then the boat right down there.
Yeah, every turn on the way down that path is spectacular and reveals a view to you. You might turn around one and you're on level with High Bridge looking out across there, and the next turn you're looking down the river, and before you know it, you're down at the beautiful mowed and manicured space down at Shaker Landing, hidden away from the rest of the property. So we're happy to be doing events down there. We've got weddings that have booked down there this year. We've been doing parties. This Saturday, I think there's still some tickets available. We partner with Kentucky by Paddle, and they're doing yoga on the boat, on the riverboat, and then they're going to be doing stand-up paddling down the river. So it's a yoga paddle event that's going to be happening this Saturday morning as well. Great idea if you want to treat Dad, bring him out for the cigars and bourbon and baseball and tractors and tools, and if you want, head on down and do yoga and stand-up paddling yourself.
Wow. What you won't come up with down there, Billy, the ideas are endless.
Well, we've been left a beautiful setting here by the Shakers, and as we can take care of it the best we can, we hope to also make it accessible for people to come out and enjoy.
That's a neat idea. Hey, can you hang on a few minutes while I pay some bills?
We'd love to.
All right. We're talking to Vice President Billy Rankin from Shaker Village, and you're getting him on WHBN AM and FM. It is 9:19 and a half.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same-as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
It's that time of season, it's that time of year. The Boyle County Fair is here.
At their new location in Danville behind the fire station on the bypass, Smoky Way. It's the Whitaker Bank Boyle County Fair. There's plenty of fun tonight. Come out for the Carnival Midway, food, and rides. Tonight's big events include the TNT Truck and Tractor Pull at 7, Championship Wrestling at 7, Magic Show, Petting Zoo, helicopter rides, Kids Fun Pedal Pool. Gates open at 6. Admission is $15. Includes carnival rides. The Young and Reckless Demo Derby is tomorrow and Saturday. Get more info at BoyleFair.com. See you at the new location on the south side of Danville behind the Bypass Fire Station on Smoky Way. Bring the family out to the Whitaker Bank Boyle County Fair tonight through Saturday.
It's that time of season, it's that time of year. The Boyle County Fair is here.
You have a loved one needing to find help, hope, and healing today. The first step to a happier, healthier life is to call the Isaiah House Real Hope for Addiction. Isaiah House provides care for men and women, locations throughout Kentucky, resetting one's life through healing, opportunity, education, and employment support for lifelong success. When you feel once to the point of rock bottom and needs help, hope, and healing, call the Isaiah House anytime, 24 hours a day.
It is 9:21 and a half. You're getting it on WHBN AM and FM. And what you're getting the tones of one Billy Rankin from Shaker Village. Now, Billy, today is World Softball Day. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not know that.
It's Weed Your Garden Day.
Okay. It always needs that.
Yeah. Kitchen Klutzes of America Day.
Kitchen
Klutzes.
Klutzes.
Yeah, klutz. So you
Can't say
you
that 10 times.
no, you trip and spill stuff all the time in the kitchen. And Sewing Machine Day.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Now here's
better to be a klutz in the kitchen, I guess, than with the sewing machine.
Yeah, really. You don't want to be a klutz in that because you could sew your fingers together or something. All right, here's your life hack. Secretaries, tech support, and janitors are the true power in an office. Become friends with them. You'll be able to get anything you need.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Although I'd say I try to be friends with everybody. That helps.
Yeah. You never know when you might need a favor. And here's your positive thought. Try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud.
That's a nice thought.
Yeah, that is a good thought. And speaking of good thoughts, let's move past this weekend. What we got to look forward to coming up the rest of June, Billy, at Shaker Village?
Well, boy, it's starting to really feel like June, too, isn't it? The weather's warming up this weekend. We're going to have some hot weather coming upon us. We've got our Explorer Day Camp running. The kids are here every week now for the next 7 weeks, having a blast around the village, and lots of tour groups coming out. And open up to the public coming up past this weekend. We've got some great ways to experience nature at Shaker Village. There's actually still one ticket left if you'd like to come join our night hike on Friday the 21st. We have a night hike that's based around the summer solstice, but also learning about fireflies. Now, I don't know if you have a preference of calling them fireflies or lightning bugs, but we're going to be studying them and a field full of them here at the Native Prairie that night. And then the next night, we're going to be doing a butterfly ID program. It's actually going to be, we're going to be IDing butterflies and learning to tell the different types of butterflies we have. We're partnering with a naturalist that's coming here to join our preserve team from the Flora Cliff Nature Preserve. It's going to be a program that actually begins as an indoor program with a presentation of images to start to learn different butterflies, and then it's going to be heading out to the Nature Preserve to do some hands-on identification. And then later in the month still, the last Saturday evening on the 29th, we have Astronomy in the Field. Great chance to come out and join the Bluegrass Amateur Astronomy Club and learn about the night sky. So lots of ways to enjoy nature here in the summer. If you got kids out of school, it's a great way to continue their educational opportunities in the summer by coming out to Shaker Village. But maybe you just want to have a great meal. And I don't know, Rick, if you remember or heard of Elizabeth Kramer. Did you know Mrs. Kramer?
I don't think that doesn't sound familiar, Billy.
He's got a wonderful story. Elizabeth Kramer started the food service here at Shaker Village. She's the one who opened up the restaurant here when the village opened up to the public. And she was recruited to come here after she had retired from operating restaurants in New York and Louisville and Cincinnati. She had stepped away to raise her family. And the early leadership here at the village recruited her to come and start a sandwich shop that was in the Old Stone Shop at the time, and then to open up the Trustees Restaurant. And it was really her that planned the menu, planned the table settings, planned every little detail about how this restaurant was going to operate. It opened in April of 1968, and she passed away in 1988. But we're going to be having a meal to celebrate her and her legacy because there's a new book that's out about her, a wonderful biography that was written. It's mostly biography, but with a lot of recipes in there. Deirdre Skaggs wrote this book. It's published through the University Press of Kentucky, and it's called Simplicity and Excellence, about Elizabeth Kramer. We sell it here in our shops. You can find it online as well. And we're having this dining event out in the garden with a menu inspired by some of her favorites. So it's going to be the wonderful relish bowls on the table, cheddar pecan wafers, fried chicken, country ham, family-style sides with green beans and potatoes. We're going to have those wonderful corn sticks on the table, and finish it off with some shaker lemon pie. And we're going to do some great tours of the program to tell the story of Mrs. K, as she was known, and learn a little bit about how she came to develop the restaurant here at the trustees table.
Billy, you've made me nothing but hungry after listening to all that.
What a great setting. It's going to be a beautiful summer evening in the garden with a traditional Southern meal. And we've got about 35 spots left to that dinner, and we hope people fill that up over the next week.
Wow. I'm just amazed at how much that you keep adding yourself. All these new ideas Billy Rankin has come up with for Shaker Village.
I wouldn't say that. I don't know. I hope that I've got, that I've always been told that you've got two ears and one mouth for a reason. I just try to listen for the good ideas. We've got a wonderful team here that comes up with them.
Well, and it's good because you keep, you're listening to people and you don't stay the same. You're always trying to add something new, something different, and all these different events. You never know when somebody's going to say, hey, man, this is kind of interesting. You may at first go, I don't know if I'd like to do that. But once you get involved and you're active with something, rather than just sitting there thinking about it, it really changes, I think, your thought process.
It does. And while we do have a filtering system to make sure that whatever we do is appropriate for Shaker Village to do, it's a pretty broad path that we're able to walk down because of the diversity of the property, the diversity of its history, and all the wonderful amenities that we have here to work with. It really is a rare and special place to have 3,000 acres of natural and cultural landscape, 34 historic structures, a restaurant, a hotel, shops, trails, farm. It's a beautiful canvas to be able to paint on.
Well, I was just getting ready to say that we haven't mentioned that you can stay overnight, come and visit. Take a nice long weekend away from home. That would be a lot of fun.
Well, and even if you just live right down the road, you can get away from it all just being here at Shaker Village. Turn off the phone, stay a night in one of these historic rooms in the inn. I'd be interested to know how many people in our county have never stayed the night at Shaker Village. And it's a wonderful experience to have, and got to do it at least once.
Yeah, and just see it. And it's not like you don't have windows and doors. I mean, you do. It's the culture of Shaker, but yet it does have some modern conveniences too. So for some people say, I don't know if I'd be comfortable or not.
We get that question a lot. Yeah. Do you have indoor plumbing? Is there Wi-Fi? Do I have to share a bathroom, or do I have my own? People are always delighted when they see the rooms. They're Shaker inspired and they're quaint in that style, but you have a coffee maker and you have a TV and you have a full bathroom and you have Wi-Fi and you've got a wonderful Tempur-Pedic mattress and all those comforts of home while in the quaint historic environment here at Pleasant Hill.
Oh, cool. That's good stuff. And Billy, how they find out more information, like a schedule of events?
Check us out online. We've got our event calendar on the top menu at shakervillageky.org, or give us a call at 859-734-5411.
Very good. Billy, it's always good to catch up with you, and I'm glad we didn't miss this month. There's so much to do and so much to talk about.
There is. I hope to see you around Harrodsburg over the weekend and out at Shaker Village sometime soon.
Very good. Billy Rankin, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. Billy Rankin, and we just got the man, the legend himself, Larry the Legend Sanders is here. We got a special guest coming up, don't we, Larry?
Yes, we do.
Dylan Carmichael. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to get a hold of Dylan.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Big Deals Online Store. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big discounts. Save 20 to 30 to 50% every day at hometownlive.net.
Sunny today with a high of 86. Mostly clear tonight, low of 65. Chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 tomorrow. Mostly sunny, high of 88. For tomorrow night, mostly clear, low of 63. Then on Saturday, it's going to be sunny, high of 85. Right now, under sunny skies, we have 69 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:31. And as we talked about, we are attempting to contact Dylan Carmichael. I played a couple songs of his, trying to tempt you for. Make sure I dialed it right. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not going to let everybody hear that number, so we'll, yeah.
When you have finished recording, you
Give
may
you
hang
our
up
number.
or
Yeah,
press 1
yeah.
for more options.
Hey, Dylan, this is Rick and Larry, the Legend Sanders at WHBN Radio. You get a minute, give us a call back, please. 859-734-4321. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, Larry. We tried to get a hold. Hopefully he'll be able to call us right back. And, you know, a busy man like him, there's no telling what interviews or whatever he was doing.
Right. I spoke with him yesterday. He called my cell. His dad gave him I'd gave him the number,
Yeah.
I guess. And he's just come back from a European trip. And
Oh.
he's really been busy. And, of course, on a personal note, he used to be my neighbor when he was a
Really?
teenager. And I'd see him out working in the garden and see him going to school with his FFA jacket on. And just
a regular guy,
Oh,
regular
yeah.
Joe. And then now
And-
look what happens.
And then, of course, I also had the pleasure of playing music with both of his grandfathers. And Harold Montgomery was his grandfather. And I never did a lot. I was on a lot of package shows with
Yeah,
Harold.
yeah.
But he was kind enough to let me guest with him several times when they were playing down at Camp Nelson and different places. And then, but Harold was part of the Rose Hill organization. And we traveled and, you know, did numerous shows together. And that was his other grandfather. So it's kind of interesting, you know, to think their grandson, and it's great, you know, that they're keeping the music tradition going.
Yeah. Well, he gets it honest, obviously.
That's
the
for
talent.
sure.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Of course, in case you didn't know, and I can't imagine, but we've been trying to let everybody know, we've got tonight at the 250th Celebration Festival of Harrodsburg, downtown on Main Street, Hunter Flynn at 6 o'clock, Drew Baldridge at 7. Dylan Carmichael headlining tonight at 8:30. You don't want to miss this. Larry, there's a lot of people that probably have not got to catch him in concert somewhere.
Right.
And, you know, when you go to these venues, a lot of times you can't get, because of security, you can't get very
Right.
close. Here, you get an opportunity, I think, to say, you know, hey, man, I love you. You're doing great. We're proud of you.
And it's free.
And it's free, yeah.
You know, you're not paying $50, $75 to look at him through binoculars or watch him on a video screen.
No.
And I'm sure it's a big deal for him being from Bergen and coming back to Harrodsburg. And because I know, you know, he has a lot of relatives here. And then I'm hopefully, and I'm sure he will, he'll bring a lot of fans from elsewhere into our
Sure.
community that'll spend money with us.
J.D. Shelburne tomorrow night at 6:30 on Main Street. Noah Thompson at 8 o'clock on Main Street. Runaway June tomorrow night at 9:30 on Main Street. Now, J.D. Shelburne, and then on Saturday, Daniel Kane. We'll have those two in Larry's segment tomorrow, Legends with the Legend. We'll have those two in interview that we'll be talking to them about. And then on Saturday, Daniel Kane will be at the Old Town Park performing at 5 o'clock. Harrodsburg Community Chorus at 6 o'clock, United Presbyterian Church. Femmes of Rock at 7 p.m. At 8 o'clock, and that's on Main Street, that one is. The Hogai Navy Tavern night at 8 o'clock. That's at the old Fort Herod. And then Journey from the Heart at 9 o'clock on Main Street. So we'll go ahead and duck out and try to get a hold again. Dylan Carmichael right after these.
I'm tired of working on my old worn-out farm equipment.
Hey, have you been over to County Equipment yet?
No, where's that at?
They're the guys over at Exit 48 off the Bluegrass Parkway.
Well, I can't afford to buy new equipment.
They got the biggest selection of used equipment I've seen anywhere.
Stop by County Equipment and check out their large selection of no-till seed drill, hay equipment, manure spreaders, and 3-point attachment. Give them a call at 502-839-7373. CountyEquipment.com.
Now open, it's the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg on North College, featuring wall-to-wall savings on carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, and stone. The pros at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet will take the time to show you how to care for and how to maintain your new flooring that'll make it last for years to come. Discover all the benefits you'll receive by shopping at the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, Saturday 10 to 2. The new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, 540 North College Street, next to Timmy's 5 Point. They'll floor you with savings.
Here's Robin at the Mercer County Public Library.
Right here at 109 West Lexington Street. Come and visit us Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Give us a call, 859-734-3680. And if you want to quickly get to a staff member, press 2. You do not have to pay fines. We just need the book back. Copies, we've reduced the price on that. Any size paper you have, whether it's black and white or whether it's color, it's 10 cents per side.
At the Mercer County Public Library.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has rock to go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips, too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 859-715-7575. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
Hi, folks. Mike Gay here. At Essity, we know that hygiene and health is the essence of well-being for every person at every stage of life. Essity is proud to be part of the Harrodsburg and Danville communities, providing good-paying jobs to our employees who make hand towels and tissue paper for people of all ages. If you'd like to join us, check out our website at essity.com. That's essity.com. essity.com.
This is how we do it at Withers Chrysler of Lawrenceburg. In 2024, they are making deals real. With their educated personal staff, they make shopping fun and buying easy.
Do you want a newer vehicle? Want a truck for under $25,000? Need your vehicle service? Needing a place that's going to treat you right? Well, Withers is the way. Check them out, Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
This is one place I will not pass on deals with wheels for the 2024.
It's back, it's better, new owners and new style. In Danville on Stewart's Lane, it's the new Papa's Truck Stop.
Say what?
Open 24 hours for any time chicken, pizza, and snack bar. Always hits the spot. It's the new Papa's Truck Stop on Stewart's Lane in Danville.
All right, Larry, we're going to try again to grab a hold of Dylan Carmichael.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Okay, well, I've left a message, so I'm not going to bother him again. So
Right.
hopefully he'll be able to get back to
We'll
us.
sit here and talk.
Yeah, we can do that. That's for sure.
I tell you, all the weather for Harrodsburg's 250th. I mean, you talking about beautiful. I
Yes.
mean, it has been. We had one night, Monday night. Of course, I don't think there was that many events going on, but the wind got up and it was a little cool. But the weather has just been beautiful for outdoor concerts and things that are going on at the fort, and
Yeah.
we couldn't ask for any better for that.
It's going to be a little on the warm side, but you know what, Larry? If I had to choose, I'd rather be a little warm than rainy. because that really messes stuff up outside. It messes up crowds. It messes up for the vendors, for the crafters.
Dangers.
Yeah.
All the electricity and stuff and cords and, and that equipment, I know from our little experiment, you've got thousands and thousands of dollars, and all it takes is just a few raindrops to get inside a speaker. And, I know we were playing one time a festival, and it was a small one, and they hadn't thought about their electricity. And they had food booths and deep fryers, and every time they'd do something, the power would go down. And but that's something, that people just don't think about. You've got to have adequate electricity because you're pulling a lot of volts with that stuff. And it is dangerous if something was wet or not grounded correctly.
And some people have their own generators, but there again, you got to be careful of.
Right. Well, generators, you got fumes and noise.
Yeah.
And,
they're not real quiet sometimes.
Right. But if you can, of course, I think the newer ones they've got are a lot quieter than some of the old ones were. But generators. I know we played in a parade one time, and they had it was years ago. It was in Olive Hill, and they put us on the back of a flatbed. It was a tractor and trailer. We had plenty of room, but they had a generator, and the generator was louder than we were. Plus, trying to keep your feet wide apart and stand up, it was a little harder than it looked.
Wow. And, there's so much going on in our area, Larry. You go over in Danville, you got the Bull County Fair going on right now. You got Pioneer Playhouse that's back up for their 75th year.
That's to be commendable.
Yeah. And they're the oldest running live theater in the state now.
Right. And, of course, I knew Mr. Henson.
Yeah.
And he was a marketer.
He was a character,
He was a P.T. Barnumman.
Yes.
I mean, he would go to
In a
Frankfurt.
good way, yeah.
He would go to Frankfurt, and somebody said he wouldn't leave till he got, what he wanted. And Colonel Evan Henson and my children's mother, when she was a teenager, she was an excellent actress, and she won a scholarship for a summer, and she was an intern at Pioneer Playhouse. Yeah. I can't remember the year, probably about 1968, something like that. And then, of course, she's used it in a few Ragged Edge productions, I think, several of Goldie's productions. Because acting is just like music. Some people's got it and some people don't. And if you've got it, you need to share it because you're bringing pleasure to other people.
Sure, yeah.
But and of course, they're alumni. You look at Lee Majors and John Travolta and
Jim Varney.
Jim Varney.
He went passed through there.
And Jim Varney, he was a character.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hey, Bird.
Yeah. Of course, Billy Crank's keeping his memory alive. And, of course, Billy's branched out. He's doing a lot of other stuff now, TV commercials and that aren't the Hey Vern, Yeah. But Jim Varney did several movies. And, he was really – I only met him one time. And you know what was so strange? He was an introvert.
Really?
As far as talking, it was at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Lexington. And I was there checking out, I think, and he was checking in. I don't know. But he was, he wasn't a big conversationist, And then I've known several people that actually knew him. I knew one of his former teachers, and they said he would stay after school and do drama practice, and he didn't have a car, and this particular teacher would take him home in the afternoons.
Wow.
And but he, that's true of a lot of people, though, even a lot of comedians. They, they're an extrovert on stage, but personally.
Johnny Carson, he was, as outgoing as he was and funny and personable on the air, they said he was completely a recluse. He was not friendly. He didn't like to go to parties. He didn't like to associate with people.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't think, that's a night and day difference of him,
right.
His personality.
Of course, that's his privilege.
Yeah.
And, of course, that happens in music. George Strait was pretty much that way. And, he wanted to keep his family and his personal life, private. And I respect that, you know. But I know, and I've met a lot of celebrities. B.J. Thomas was that way.
Really?
I mean, it took you'd have to have a pair of ice grips to pull a conversation out of him. And another one that I met, I didn't get to spend as much time with him, but it was a real introvert, was Johnny Rivers.
Oh.
And